Hello and welcome back to Steve Taylor's Coaches Chronicles. I'm Nick Marconi here with Tom Cole and Terry Crosby, and we got a fantastic coach out of Napoleon.
Hi, Tom Cole for Steve Taylor's Coaches Chronicles with Super Terry Crosby. And an interesting one, or two today, actually. The first one's kind of obvious, Cros, I'll lead you into it. Torrey Strick, who's the outstanding head coach in Napoleon in the NLL. He won the championship in the NLL, which is a very tough league. We talked about this off air.
Yes.
You know, the NLL is one of the better leagues in the state of Ohio overall. They're really tough. He won the championship there in 2012. He has an overall winning record of all the years he's been in the NLL with his team. But the caveat is, Cros, this: Napoleon is the smallest school in the NLL by numbers, I mean. And you know, football is a numbers game.
Yes.
So how has Coach been able to do that, Cros?
Here's what I think it is. Obviously, it proves the fact that you don't have to be a big capacity school to have a winning program.
Right.
And what it appears to me is that Coach has got them working as a close unit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what size. Size doesn't come into
Yeah.
it. In regards to student population, okay, he's got his players and his team keyed in and focused, and that is why they're 3-0 this year.
Yeah, that's well said, Cros. You know, it reminds me, last year I think we talked about Coach Mensing at Whiteford High School.
Correct.
When he started at Whiteford, I think he started with 14 kids. 14 kids in the entire varsity football program. But you know what? He did just what you said. He talked about toughness, team unity. We're going to have to be tough to be able to do this. And they won, and they got in the playoffs, and they're still doing it. So, you know, numbers, it is a numbers game, but if you have the right mentality, Cros.
I was just getting ready to say that mentality, psychologically,
Yeah.
if you believe you can do it,
Yeah.
your coach believes you can do
Yeah.
it, you're going to get the job
Well,
done.
and I know you were coached by guys. I was coached by guys that put in your head, you're not tired.
Right.
You think you're tired, but you're not
gonna
tired.
lose.
Yeah,
Right.
and you're not going to
Crosby,
lose.
you should have scored on that,
Yeah, yeah.
and you didn't score. So next time you touch that ball, make sure you go all the way.
The great Dale Pittman, of course,
Yes.
who coached you.
Yes.
And one other we want to mention in Coaches Chronicles today, this one you might not understand, Cros. I don't know if people will get this, but it really struck me, and I know you get it. Jerry Bell, former great coach at Whitmer, outstanding coach at Whitmer. Coached a long time there, super successful, and then he went and he became a grade school administrator, teacher, and then he got the itch to get back into coaching. Coaching's like boxing.
Yes.
You know, every coach thinks they have more games in them. Every boxer, what boxer do you know doesn't think,
Right.
hey, I got one more fight in me, you know?
Yes.
George Foreman's 87, but George figures, I got one more fight in me, you know? So you wanted to fight the boxers that we're bringing in here, for guys.
Even the great Muhammad Ali.
Ali, oh yeah, I always got one more to go. But anyways, so Jerry Bell goes to Springfield. Pat Cacciardo stepped down. Jerry took the job, and then when you're a new coach at a new school, they don't know you. They got to get to know you, get to who you are,
Right.
what your expectations are. And like I said, Jerry's a great coach. They started out 0-3. They lost their last game last week. It was 28-27.
Very close.
Very close game. And but what struck me, and the reason I'm mentioning this in Coaches Chronicles, is after the game, now you're 0-3, you're a new coach at a new school, that is immense pressure. I mean, immense pressure. And what Jerry said after the game, to me, epitomized what a great coach is. He said, they asked him, he's 0-3 now. He said, we lost a tough game, but I'll tell you what, I couldn't be more proud of my kids and the effort that they put out tonight. That's a guy, you don't learn about anybody, Cros, you know this, you don't learn about any player or any coach until they face adversity.
Right.
Jerry's, staring down the barrel of 0-3, yet he didn't blame the officials, he didn't blame kids, he didn't blame penalties.
Right.
He just said, hey, I couldn't have been more proud of my kids, we're going to get it done. And you know what? With that attitude, they will get it done, Cros.
And what I want to emphasize here, a lot in life, just not in sports, but a lot in life is based on attitude.
Right.
So even though he's haven't won a game this year,
Yep.
he still kept a positive attitude.
Yep.
And that's going to generate into his players,
Yep.
and they will win some games this year.
They're going to win, there's no
They're going to
question.
win some games this year.
So that, Cros, is our Steve Taylor Coaches Chronicles for today. Thanks so much for being with us. Cros and I feel pretty good. We got one in without the boss, and Nick's gone, and I think it's a revolution. I think Crosby, Cole, and China are taking over. Thanks for watching Coaches Chronicles.
Thank you.